welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, where last time we entered the Geofront's, I think, C sector with Jona, with and for Jona, and the healing station usually means there's a boss coming up. There it is! Control Terminal 4! Finally, boy, am I tired! From what? You're the one smacking the monsters around, you know? Go easy, Wendy. He's probably not used to walking as much as we just did. True, T and I also had trouble keeping up with the boys when we first started. And Jona is an even worse shut-in than I was before joining the SSS. All things considered, he's a very brave boy and I'm proud of him. Ah, cram it! You don't know how lucky you have it at your age. Adults can't get away with living the way you do. Still, every bit of pizza and junk food you bite into is bound to bite you back one of these years. Hey Jona, if you want, I'd be more than happy to go jogging with you. We could even start off slow. How does once a week sound? Ah, shut up! Just leave me alone! It's too hot to put up with that crap. Let's just get to the terminal room and crank up the AC. Jona, look out! Where's the robot? Holy moly! What is that thing? A supersized version of one of those cleaning robots from a B sector? No, I don't think this machine is meant for the type of cleaning you're thinking of. Jona, stay back! Right! Beep, 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 beep. Target acquired. Accessing network. Hostiles identified as Crossbill Police Department Special Support Section. What is this thing? Impossible. Did it just search the orbital network to identify us? Danger level 3. That is high enough, I guess. Kill mode engaged. You guess? Since when do these buckets of balls have opinions? Never mind that, we have to stop it! But it's like the cleaning robots, yeah? Torso Z. Or Z, or however you want to call the letter. A restored torso unit running rogue in the wild. Its circuits have gone totally haywire. What does torso unit mean? Does it mean there are somewhere separate legs, or this is like a Megazord transforming together if you get them together or something? Okay. How about a strength down from no? Wind or water? I don't have good water, but we do have wind. We don't have good wind, but we do have water. Okay. missed.
そこだ。さて、エニグマクロン。俺の番だな。せいで。
He calls friends.
やあ。そこだ。よーし。やあ。俺の番だな。はっ。行くぞ。みんな一気に行くぞ。はい。エニグマクロン。やあ。そこだ。はい。そこ。行きます。ドライブ。俺の番だな。で。やあ。助かります。任せろ。そこだ。はい。エニグマクロン。行くぞ。やった。よーし。そこ。
How?
援護するわ。ありがとう。
Thanks, Ellie.
任せろ。はっ。はい。ドライブ。行くぞ。一本。私の番ですね。そこ。戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
C2 and EP charge 2.
今のマシンは
That machine. It wasn't anything like the ones that were illegally dumped here. There's a possibility that it was the work of Ouroboros. Its mannerisms resembled the archaism we once encountered outside of Don Marconi's office. The Eastern looking one, right? This heap of scrap metal acted way more advanced than that guy though. Not to mention it seemed to be connected to the Orbital network. Do you think that's a sign of a society's involvement? Who cares? It's not like it's gonna come back and tell you. Now can we please go to the terminal room and get some AC going? Besides, I'm Jona, so I could remember. The genius of a century? I can dig up the dirt on those guys like it's nothing. I can't tell whether we are fearless or just completely lacking in social graces. He's got confidence, that much is for sure. Oh, looks like the machine back there got deployed about a month ago. And yeah, it was connected to the network. Says it can do it wirelessly. The admin name on record is Novartis. Novartis? That man in the lab coat? Whoever he is, he clearly holds a lofty position in the society. Yeah, something where that nutty old geezer gave him the creeps. The machine we just fought may have been a prototype he unleashed for his own amusement. Would not surprise me, judging by the sort of person he seemed to be. The man did give up a certain mad scientist panache. He's likely a lot more dangerous than meets the eye. Good news is, it looks like that was the only one he set loose. Which means I can hold myself down here as long as I want, worry free! Man, this is the best. The connection speed is bonkers this close to the tower and there's barely any restrictions. Hell yeah, long live Control Terminal 4! Someone's happy. I think we just gave a shot and one-way ticket into paradise. Jona, remember that you need to send in a report to Chief Roberts? So if you even think about taking advantage of this... Yeah. Listen, I got what I wanted. Mission over. You can go now. Ah, is this a brand new server? Man, Crossbase network infrastructure is really starting to shape up. There he goes, straight off a deep end. I think he'll be fine. Still, I'm concerned about whatever it is our boss was plotting here. Yeah, let's remember to come check in with Jona every once in a while. I'm just as worried about him cooping himself up down here as I am about the society getting to him. As he should be. Blazing orbital network speeds, crisp, cool air conditioning, not to mention some refuge from the craptastic real world. Control terminal 4, I think I love you. I'm gonna break you in and redo my setting just the way I like them. Well, there goes any hope of him living a healthier lifestyle. Is it bad that I feel like we enabled this? Jona will be fine most likely. His behavior may be exceedingly disgraceful, but he can take care of himself, more or less. I will inform Chief Roberts about this later, just in case. Oh, that's right. Didn't Jona mention there being an elevator nearby that goes directly to the exit? Yes, it should be in that direction. This facility is located near the base of Orcus Tower. The lift should drop us off directly at the lighthouse in the harbor district. That's a relief. I'm sure as I wasn't digging the idea of trudging all the way back through the hot zone. Me neither. Especially with how long we've been down here. It should already be evening by now. Oh, you're probably right. So, well, should we take the lift back to the city and close the day out? Yeah, let's go. This is the exit, I assume? Where does this path lead? Wait, I know this place. This is a gate that connects to the base of Orcus Tower. Right, we came through here when we chased the terrorists to attack the trade conference. Looks like it's been sealed off ever since. Around here is where we split up with Detective Dudley and Arias. And after that... Sorry, everyone, I didn't mean to dig up things we'd all rather forget. Don't worry about it. More importantly, there isn't an elevator in this direction that leads to the surface. The path to the D sector is closed off as well, so let's return to the C sector for now. Good call. Yeah, indeed, it's closed. Okay. And that was a locked door from the beginning. Looks like the day is over. Yes, all we have left on the itinerary is our team dinner. Right. Everyone, thanks to all you've done for me. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Everyone, thanks for all you've done for me. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I know we didn't get to be teammates for very long, but I learned a lot. I couldn't be more grateful. Come on, Noah. We're the ones who owe you here. The last 3 months really have flown by, haven't they? Though it was only 2 in my case. I gotta say, the group ain't gonna be the same without you. Here, guys. This is hard enough as it is. I mean, there's still so much business we left unfinished, like the cryptids and the Pleuromagrass. I'm really sorry to leave you all like this. I wanted to see it through to the end. Think of it this way. Our positions may differ when we wake up tomorrow, but we'll still be working for the good of Crossbow. That should soothe a patriot in you, though it may not sound so sincere coming from me. Mazzy. Still, I'm holding out hope that you come back into our loving arms when all's said and done. After all, you are expected to have a bright and promising future, aren't you? You're better off spending it with us instead of whittling your talents away in the CGF, one firefight after another. Cheeky to the last, aren't you? Some things never change. Jack Azure aside, he ain't totally wrong. The commander wouldn't have endorsed your transfer if he weren't a good fit. That's right. We'd love to work with you again. You always have a home here, Noel. And even if things don't work out that way, we can still meet up as friends on our days off. I anticipate you teaching me the ways of a road someday. You'd expect to hear from me the moment I reach the minimum age requirement. Ah, Theo, I'd love to. Yeah. Theo didn't get a driver's license because she's too young. Thank you, Noel. Between your driving, your combat skills, and the energy you brought to the team, you've been an invaluable member of the SSS. But above all, your unwavering integrity and candor have been an inspiration for each of us. Lloyd? Even if we are apart now, we'll always be comrades. So if you ever need help at the CGF, we're only a phone call away. Naturally, we'll be counting on you when the going gets rough, just the way we always have. Of course, I'd be glad to help. And so our leader warms his way into yet another fair maiden's heart. He can never last even a second without a spotlight, can he? Honestly. Looks like you got your work cut out for you, mademoiselle. What does that have to do with me? What are you guys whispering about? Wait! It's not like that, I swear! Oh, methinks the ladies have protest too much. It's not a friendly rivalry I hear brewing. Now she just has to come back. Imagine Lloyd calling her Noe when she returns. Randy! Buzzy! That's enough, you two. Hey Theo, what are they talking about? How you managed to pass the detective exam is beyond me. I'll just shut up now. That evening, Lloyd and the others had a farewell party for Noel at the restaurant in Central Square. Sergei, Kia and even Zaid came by to attend. As they enjoyed their meals and drinks, the bittersweet night rolled along. Then the next morning, Noel packed her bags and left the SSS building. Man, what time is it? Wait, it's already morning? I'm starving. What time is the pizzeria open again? Actually, I think they just started taking orders from the omelette. We gotta check up on that. Huh? What's that? Who left all this garbage in the memory? No, wait. What even is this? A data structure? But this isn't just any old data in here. What the hell? Two days later, a referendum to gauge the cross-balance public sentiment towards state independence was held. The very same day the results were announced. I guess, usually, just to be certain, it takes a few days to count. Because this is a lot of paperwork you have to process. And after 1 week had come and gone, Crossbell was locked in a collision course with destiny. Newsflash, Crossbell declares independence. Preface. The state election board has announced that over 90% of eligible voters submitted a ballot in the referendum, of which 70% were cast in favor of independence. This high voter turnout can be attributed to the anguish inflicted by the raid on Crossbell City. Many voters suspected that attacks may have been perpetrated by the Empire or Republic. As such, these results could be a reflection of the average cross-balance frustration of the status quo. Regarding the result, the referendum was designed to gauge the opinion of the average cross-balance. After the ballots were counted, however, something exceptional occurred. In spite of the admonition of many Diet members, Mayor Croix chose to disregard them all and declare independence unilaterally. This unprecedented move would doubtlessly have major ramifications on Crossbell's relations with its surrounding countries. In light of this development, we would like to stress that our publication is committed to reporting information as accurately as is within our capabilities. Editor-in-Chief. Dieter Croix declares independence. At a press conference yesterday, Mayor Croix declared independence on behalf of Crossbell's citizenry. In what he termed an official international proclamation, the mayor moved that the land be known as the independent state of Crossbell thereafter. Mayor Croix then outlined his upcoming reforms aimed at cementing Crossbell as an independent nation. First, the creation of a state constitution. Next, the abolishment of a state-subservient relationship with Erebonia and Calvert, including a repeal of a 10% revenue tax collected by these nations. Finally, the formation of a Crossbell Defense Force. This organization will unify the police and CGF, assuming their respective responsibilities of keeping the peace and maintaining national security. Following these announcements, Mayor Croix said that the state government, soon to be the independent state government, would be enacting these changes within the next month. As for the declaration itself, even those well-versed in politics were taken off guard by the abrupt move, calling it an unusually swift development. Apparently, the mayor went against the cautious advice of Speaker McDowell in pursuit of his decision. It may be some time before all facets of this unprecedented declaration are elucidated. The reaction abroad. Both the Imperial and Republican governments, the current suzerains of Crossbell, issued statements on the day of the declaration rejecting the bid for independence. The land of Crossbell has a historical base as part of the Republic's territory, the Republican administration proclaimed, rebuking the declaration as a matter of course. Queen Alicia II of Liberal weighed in, saying that while the will of the populace should be respected, the declaration of independence itself was greatly premature. The Principality of Emetheria, who has requested confirmation of the situation, is expected to issue a similar statement. Meanwhile, the Holy City of Ateria has opted against any formal statement. A nation is not made in a single day, said a bewildered PR staffer. Within Crossbell City, despite the widespread uproar caused by the sudden announcement, many citizens are welcoming the change with open arms. Others aren't quite so eager. I thought the referendum was just to gauge interest, one resident tells us. That is the only reason I voted in favor. The prevailing theme throughout the entire story is the ubiquitous confusion felt by everyone involved. That said, if Crossbell truly is set on independence, then this may only be the beginning of the troubles our fair state will face. And another news article. Breaking news, Mayor Croix declares asset freeze. Urgent press conference. Today, Mayor Croix had an emergency press conference at Orcus Tower to announce that all foreign assets held by the IBC would be frozen. This policy will remain in place until Crossbell's independence is acknowledged internationally. This sudden declaration seems to indicate that the mayor, who also happens to be the IBC CEO, is willing to exert his influence on foreign economies despite lacking the domestic authority to do so. Due to the sudden nature of Kreuz's press conference, further details remain unknown. Before funds were seized, the IBC managed the majority of the continent's financial assets. The sudden withholding of said assets has caused markets across the Muret to plummet, with some reports describing mass pandemonium in the Republic Stock Exchange. We reached out to experts for comment. Already the impact on the international economy has been immense, explained one economist. It's difficult to tell how things will progress. A diplomat had this to say. We want to be certain we understand the full extent of this freeze before taking further action. Urgent bulletin. The major powers ultimatum. According to a new report, both Ereboni and Calvert have held press conferences regarding the financial crisis. The Republican government's demands that Crossbell State and the IBC revoke the asset freeze immediately. Failure to do so will be met with force, said the Calvardian press secretary. Our sources claim that the imperial government has already begun mobilizing its army as well. It's possible these press conferences are meant to serve as an ultimatum. We will follow up on the story as we receive official communications. Things have gotten pretty serious. Yes, I wasn't expecting the situation to progress so quickly. I tried contacting Uncle Dieter to ask about it, but I haven't been able to reach him. The same applies to Chief Sergei. He has yet to return after departing for headquarters this morning. Could it be that he's investigating the newly established defense force? Probably so. After all, it came as a total shock. Not just for us, but the top brass too, or so I've been told. Else up with that, how could I not have known about it? What about Noel, Mireille, and the rest of them? What are they up to? Unfortunately, we are also unable to get in contact with the CGF at the moment. I suspect they have chosen to remain silent due to the sheer volume of calls we are receiving. It's hard to blame them for that. But I doubt Ereboni and Calvert will hold their tongues, seeing as all their assets have been frozen. Yeah? I mean, this asset freeze is effectively a declaration of war. By Mayor Kreuz here. This is very dangerous what he plays. They made it clear that they're prepared to use force. I can only imagine how tense things are at the borders right now. Sorry, Kia, this must seem so scary to you. It's okay, I can tell whatever's going on is serious. I've been wondering though, where's Vazi? I haven't seen him all morning. Now that you mention it, he said he needed to attend to some minor business. I believe it was moments after the chief departed. Really? How irresponsible do we have to be to disappear at a time like this? Someone's at the door? Wonder who it is. Yes, who is it? Oh, thank goodness you're home. It's me, Cecile. Cecile? Oh, hi, Cecile. You weren't expecting you. Is everything alright? It's not every day you drop in to see us like this. I apologize for visiting out of the blue. If I may ask, Arius wouldn't happen to have come by here, would he? Arius? No, not at all. Did something happen? Well, the thing is... He came to the hospital late last night and took Shizuku away with him. He even filed the paperwork to have her discharged effective immediately. What? He did?
雫が
Shizuku?
それで
I went to the bracelet to see if I could figure out why.
来たのだけどギルド
But
の
not even Mikkel had an answer for me.
全く心当たりがないみたいで
I thought it might be a long shot, but I decided to come ask all of you, just in case.
そうだったのか。
So that's what brought you here.
あのさ
Well, it's gotten into him all of a
なんだっ
sudden.
てそんなことを
夜遅く
The fact that it happened late at night makes it all the more dubious. Kia? Do you know something, or are you just worried?
エニグマじゃねえ
I doubt it's a chief. He'd call our Enigma if he needed to reach us.
まさか
Do you suppose this could have something to do with Arias? Yes, it's a Crossbill Police Special Support Sec.
特務
よかった
Alright! Thank Idios I got a hold of you.
あ
通話設定を
Someone must have left the phone on speaker mode.
この声
Grace, is that you?
さん
そうみたい
Well, so that kind of volume.
ど
Grace, what's wrong? Is everything alright?
うしたんですか。
どうしたも
Of course not! Something's wrong, and I mean big time wrong! I had to tell you right away! We just got a bulletin in from Orcus Tower. You're not gonna believe this! Dieter Kreuz has been instated as the first president of the independent state of Crossbow. What?
初代
The first
大
president?
統領
Uncle Dieter, and you're certain of
お
this?
じさまが
おいおい
Like hell she is. You're trying to pull a fast one on us, aren't you? Listen, I thought it was a joke too at first. But when I took a look at the soldier delivering the news, he was decked out in a fresh white uniform. That's when he told me he was a part of Crossbow's newly formed defense force.
本当ですか。
Really?
兵士
A soldier, wait, you can't mean... Yep, he was probably a CGF guardsman, or he was anyway. Also, don't freak out on me here, okay? But immediately after President Croix took his post, he nominated his Secretary of Defense. And it's Arios McLean.
アリオスさんに
え
Yeah?
それって
You mean... Arios?
ちょうどこれから
The presidential inauguration is just about to begin.
あるらしいわ
They're broadcasting it via the Orbital network, so make sure you tune in. Grace, we managed to get permission to cover the speech.
よっしゃ
Nice. Way to come in clutch, Reigns. Sorry guys, I've got a feature story waiting for me. Gotta go.
今のは
Is this really happening?
わからな
I
い。
don't even know anymore.
あのアリオスさんが
Arios is the Secretary of Defense?
長官ということは
That makes him the leader of his new defense force. You're shitting me, right? What happened to being a bracer?
騎士のリーダー
What the hell is all this about Dieter becoming
す
president?
ぎるし
とにかく
I cannot say either way, but we should watch his address on the terminal.
あ
On it. Good day, my fellow citizens. Today I speak to you as Dieter Kreuz, the first president of the independent state of Crossbow. I'm sure that many of you are surprised by this sudden announcement. Nevertheless, I ask that you bear with me. For at this very moment, an unprecedented threat is advancing upon our fair home of Crossbow. We are being cornered by wicked, malicious forces that aim to strip away our dignity and trample underfoot all that is just. As I'm sure you're all aware, less than a month ago these forces attempted to sink Crossbow into a pit of despair and sorrow. Of course, the wise citizens of Crossbow already know who it is I am referring to. I would like to take this moment to finally incriminate these perpetrators by name. The Imperial Government of Erebonia. This is one of the malevolent forces I refer to. However, they're not the only criminals responsible for our plight. The Republican government of Calvert is just as guilty. They too have been making a mockery of our peace and honor by colluding with a renowned crime syndicate. For far too many years have they treated our crossbow as theirs to control, a vassal subject to the whims of its lieges. No matter what injustices they commit, we are forbidden by law from defending ourselves. Even to this day, they exploit us through obscenely high taxes, siphoning away our prosperity as if it were their own. And yet, their transgressions do not end there. We have reached a point where our very livelihood are placed in jeopardy. It is well known that this land has served as a war zone time and again, as these two nations fought for control over us. Many would consider that strife a thing of the past, but that could not be further from the truth. Our state has suffered a number of inexplicable incidents over the last 70 years. They befell us in many forms. Sudden explosions with no discernible cause, a mysterious fatal crash of one of our airships. And yet, while there appeared to be no more than accidents, deep down, all of us knew the truth. These cruel, indiscriminate tragedies that left us with no answers to soothe our mourning. All of them were caused behind closed doors by our enemy's petty struggle for power. However, when put before Adios, we cross-balance are equally as sinful. The sins we carry are those of cowardice and self-deception. To avenge the countless fallen souls victimized by the crimes of times past. To avenge those in the present still nursing their wounds from the raid on our city. And to ensure our children grow up in a glorious future of peace and dignity. We must discard the sins of deception and cowardice and stand valiant and proud. This is ridiculous. Well, he does make a fair point in some respects. Dieter. It is with the intention of leading us to this brighter tomorrow that I have taken office today. But rest assured, this is only a temporary measure to respond to the urgent threats on our horizon. I herefore swear an oath that our next election will be decided by popular vote once peace is restored within our borders. With that, there's one other man I would like to introduce. He will play a key role in supporting the independent state of Crossbow. All of you here today will surely know him by name. Now, without further ado, I present to you the man who stood his ground with all his might to defend Orcus Tower during the raid. Dubbed by many as the Divine Blade of Wind, he is formerly an A-rank bracer of the Bracer Guild's Crossbow branch. But now he stands as Commander-in-Chief of our newly established Crossbow Defense Force. Ladies and gentlemen, Arios McLean. To reiterate, I am Arios McLean. Some of you may have concerns over one as militarily inexperienced as myself, assuming such an important position. However, to compensate, I pledge to give twice the effort I did as a bracer to suppress the dangers lurking before us. Both as a bulwark that protects Crossbow, and the blade that will slay anyone who stands in the way of our order and justice. As some of you are aware, Secretary McLean once served the Crossbow Police Department as one of its finest detectives. Though most were known better for the numerous international incidents he has resolved as a member of the guild, with that in mind, I assure with the utmost authority that he will be the perfect man for this job. Father, I don't understand. Lord speaking? It's me. Chief, the inaugural address? Yeah, I saw it too. Right or wrong, the CGF appears to have reassembled into the Crossbow Defense Force. The police is going to be integrated into it as well. That includes all of us. No way. So Commander Bates is part of this too? You saw her up there next to McLean, didn't you? Looks to me like she approved its formation. I don't know what will happen now, but I'd stay away from Orcus Tower. Most Defense Force soldiers are likely to be keeping it under strict watch. Damn it. Understood. I'll call you again. Don't do anything rash. Am I clear? What did the chief say? It was about the Defense Force. Don't explain the details of his conversation with Chief Sergei. I see. Damn it, you telling me Sonya's just going along with this? Considering her position, it could very well be that she had no say in the matter. This would explain why Arius had Shizuku discharged from hospital so suddenly. That makes sense. This new position would have impacted her situation. Safer to keep her away from anyone that opposes the new setup, yeah? It's hard to discount that line of reasoning after what we've just learned. It's going to be alright, Kia. I'm sure Arius is doing whatever he can to keep Shizuku safe. Yeah, I know. But still, I'm worried for her. Kia. Sorry, Cecile, but could we ask you to man the fort here for a bit? Lloyd? I have no qualms with it, so long as you don't stay out past evening. Are you going somewhere? Yeah. Listen up, team. I think our best course of action is to make our way to the Bracer Guild first and foremost. Yes, that would be wise. That will present a good opportunity to ask about Arius' circumstances. No kidding, that came way the hell out of left field. I understand. I'll stay here and watch the building with Kia. The situation has gotten quite dire, so please, be safe out there. Don't do anything too reckless, okay? Yeah, we'll try. Thanks, Cecile. We'll be back as soon as we can. Be a good girl and stay here with Cecile, Kia. Kia? Kia? What? What's wrong? I guess things are looking pretty messy, but you don't need to come chasing us down. I know. Everything is going to be
大丈夫
alright,
だ
Kia.
キア。確かにこ
We
の
may not
先
know what the future has in
クロス
store
ペ
for
ルがどうなる
Crossbow,
かわからない状況だけど、俺たちが
but it
いつ
won't
か
change the fact that we will always return to your side,
キア
Kia.
の絶対に変わらないからさ。
ノイ
Lloyd,
ドそうですね
that much is for certain.
それ
前に
We
俺
always make it home, even in the roughest days,
ちゃん
don't
と
we?
帰ってきただろ
だからキー
So sit tight. We'll be back before you know it, Kia.
エリー、ティオ、ランディ
Okay, be careful, everyone.
気をつけてね
Vasi has left the party. Okay, but I end the episode with this spectacular announcement, so until next time, I'm Mace and don't get lost.